I'm going to share with you 5 ways that you could be digitally organized, some good habits that you can form to save time and energy. This is Efficiency and Organization, the channel where we talk about everything that has to do with being productive, being efficient, using time wisely, so that way we can achieve all the goals that we set out to achieve and be able to do a lot and succeed. 5 things I want to share. This is specifically for digital habits that we have. I know that most of us use Google nowadays as a tool, and Google is amazing, very user-friendly. But what you might want to do is start, if you haven't done so already, creating drives, creating folders. That way you could categorize things. My Google Drive for work is very organized. So for example, as a public school administrator, anything that I get on back to school night goes in that back to school night folder. Anything that I get on master schedule goes in the master schedule. So I have folders for everything, and then any document that I get that's shared with me or that I create is saved there. Even for my personal documents that I have on my personal Google Drive, there's folders, so that way I know what I'm putting where. Next strategy is when you are creating folders and documents, be careful with how you title them, so that way you can access them easily. Because a lot of times we do that, right? We go and search. When you go search, you want to be able to find the document easily and quickly. That's all efficiency is, using the least amount of resources to get what you need to do. Email inbox is huge, and I've done like separate videos on this topic. Most people, for some strange reason, do not delete things in their inboxes. That would be like every piece of mail that you get from the mailman, just kind of collecting them everywhere. We don't do that, right? We get rid of a lot of the junk and the things we don't need. In fact, we're told that after like a certain time to get rid of like those paper bills, like the utility bills and things that we get. It's the same thing for email. There's absolutely no reason to keep emails. 80%, studies show, will not be used, will not be retrieved. So you do not need to keep emails. Delete them, unsubscribe. If there are ones that you have a hunch you might need, then create folders. Especially on Google, it's so easy to do. You just create a subfolder and then you can put them there in categories. It's all about having nice, beautiful, easily named categories that you can look into to retrieve things as needed. Your desktop, I've seen so many coworkers where you look at their computer desktop and it's just flooded with stuff. You can't do that because that, just the visual is going to overwhelm you. That clutter that you see on your desktop is going to clutter your mind. And my last piece of advice would be to go through and delete documents, delete things you don't need. I do this. It's called like digital detoxing. I do this almost always the first week in January, because we usually get the first day of the year off from work. And that's one of the things I do. I go through a lot of files, folders, and if there's things that are old that I don't need, I get rid of them. I have a video that says what documents to keep and for how long. I'm going to make sure I share that in the description of the video, so that way you can refer to it, you can watch it, because it's like a good time when it's the first of the year to get rid of documents, and you might be scared like, what if I need this? How long am I supposed to keep this? So that might be a good video to watch just as a reference. I hope you like this very short but helpful video, and I will catch you in the next one.